Is confidence something you're born with or something you built?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think confidence is something that you need to build. I mean, obviously, sometimes like a mother might instill confidence into her kid by complimenting her kid and giving her kid a lot of attention and love when he was young. But that's just one part of the equation. I think also in life, to become truly confident, you need to become competent. If you're not competent at something, then you're not going to be confident in that thing. So, for example, if you're not, competent at driving, you're not going to have a lot of confidence driving a car. Or if you're not competent at driving a plane, you're not going to be confident at driving a plane. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Like with women, if you don't have kind of the competency to approach women and talk to them, etc., then you're not going to be confident around women. You might be confident in some area of your life and not confident in another area. Like I know a lot of guys, they're very confident in business, but they're not confident around women. So you can have like situational confidence. Like a lot of guys have situational confidence, but they don't have core confidence. Like maybe they're confident when they have a bottle at the nightclub, like they have bottle service. But then if they don't have bottle service and you leave them like on the main dance floor area, then they're not confident because they need the alcohol, they need the bottle service, they need the girls around them. Otherwise, they're not confident. So I think you need to develop that core confidence to truly be confident anywhere. And as I said, confidence comes from competence. And so when you develop that competency, that's when you become confident everywhere.
Thank you. What is something that instantly make women lose interest in a man, even if in the first place they thought like he looked good? No?
Yeah. I think just attachment to the outcome and neediness. If you're too attached to the outcome, which is sex or getting something out of her, it's really going to be diminishing her level of interest. But if you're actually, in abundance and you don't care and your cup is already filled, then you don't need the other person to fill your cup. Like your cup is already filled and you're just there to share the fun, share the abundance, etc. So I think definitely neediness, scarcity mindset, all of that. And also frugality. Like when guys are too frugal, too tight-fisted, like they never want to pay for women, they're never generous, they always want to split the bill or stuff like that, that really turns the woman off. Like women want a guy that is in abundance and a guy that doesn't care, he's like generous enough to pay the bill and just like take care of things. Like women want a guy who can provide and provide not only resources but also safety and everything. So you got to be that guy, man. And I think, the quickest way to turn a woman off is just to be extremely frugal, extremely needy, and extremely attached to the outcome.
Thank you. How much do you think it matters, like how a guy talks versus what he says? Like, the attitude versus what he actually says.
Yeah, as I said, 93% of communication is nonverbal. So your attitude, your body language, your energy is going to introduce you before you even speak. And a lot of guys think like, oh, it's only like what I say matters more than what I don't say. And like, oh, it's all about the words. But I don't agree with that. There's the 80-20 rule, like the Pareto principle. 20% of your actions are going to lead to 80% of your results. Well, the 20% when it comes to dating is really like your energy, your attitude, your eye contact, your body language. And then maybe the rest is a bit the words. Of course, you need to say some great things as well, but it's not the most important thing. So definitely the attitude matters more.
Thank you. What's one behavior that men actually thinks it works with women, but it actually not really attractive?
I think, I know some guys, for example, when they're in a nightclub, straight away they propose to buy the girl a drink. Like, oh, hey, could I buy you a drink? No. And they think that's attractive. They think they're being a gentleman by just proposing a drink right away. But it's going to just attract the girls who are interested in them just for the drinks, for the free drinks. So I think you got to be the guy who also has a strong frame and is able to have boundaries and is able to communicate the fact that his attention isn't free. Like you're not giving the girl free attention or free drinks or whatever if she's not reciprocating interest. So I think a lot of guys, they think that just by being nice and being a gentleman and trying to buy girls free drinks or whatever, they're going to be able to seduce them. But at the end of the day, it's not going to work. Like you need to also be able to build attraction, investment, and compliance. And you do that by having game, which you got to learn.
Thanks. If a man wants to date higher quality women, where is the first area where he should improve?
I think, Yeah, I think definitely his lifestyle. Like he needs to be active, he needs to be training, he needs to be working out, traveling. Like women want to date guys who have a world they want to be a part of. Like you need to have an attractive life. And if you have an attractive life, you're going to be attracting women who want to be part of that life. So build a fun life, build a life you're proud of in every single area, and then invite women to come along. Invite women to just come along for the journey. And there's billions of women in the world, so who cares if like, 10, 20, 30, even 50 girls don't like you? Who cares, Nobody cares. There's so many women in the world. You just got to be in abundance, and you're just going to be the type of guy who consistently puts himself out there and consistently meets new women. If you're doing that, if you're consistently meeting new women and dating new ones, you will find amazing women as well. We saw you in Patna. Yeah, we saw that guy actually yesterday or the day before. Yeah.
What's the biggest lie society tells men about dating and relationship?
The biggest lie?
Yeah, that men get taught by
The biggest lie that society tells you is that, oh, just get a nice job, get a nice car, go get a degree, go get whatever, and then all the girls are gonna come to you just because you have a nice job or a nice degree. And that's the fucking biggest lie in the world, because I know so many guys who have amazing jobs, amazing degrees, etc., but they're fucking miserable. They can't get any fucking girl, and they're miserable, and they just built a life that they don't really want. They have a life that society wants them to have, but it's not true to their own desires, It's not their true purpose. They're just doing it to pay the bills and be a nice little boy and just give their money to the tax system, to the government. But yeah, it's not really it's not really a life they're proud of. And I think a lot of guys think that if they have the perfect job or whatever, they're gonna get the girls. But no, you gotta also learn female psychology. You got to learn communication. You got to learn game. You got to learn those things that they don't teach you in school, and that you got to learn like practical knowledge. Evolutionary psychology, all these things. And when you learn evolutionary psychology and the right high value communication skills, that's when you can really leverage both, and you can really be a guy who can stand out from 99% of other guys. I know some guys who are broke and are still getting girls every weekend. And I know some guys who make, 6, 7 figures a year, but are still miserable, although they have the perfect job. So yeah, you just got to be that guy who understands the game and plays by it,
Thank you, Limo.